Hi, and welcome back to Wigmon's Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we're going to do a reading for Scorpio. And the card that's come out for you is that you're going to receive a gift from someone who's dear to you. So that's a fun start to the reading. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime tip. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday so far, Scorpio, or whenever you watch this. We're going to Let's go with the Fairy Lenormand. I hope you can't hear my washer going. It's a little bit loud because it's right above where we are, but hopefully not too bad. We have the lily. I want to say it's an Asiatic lily. This card always makes me feel like peaceful or somebody spending time in nature. And it's coming out with the scythe. Okay, so there's a couple of ways we can look at this. We'll dig in a little bit deeper, but what I initially see is somebody is working to remove toxicity from their environment. This might be a difficult situation in terms of, like, this could be a family member that's been really toxic, or this could be, somebody deciding they need to leave a group of friends or a relationship, but there's like a light at the end of the tunnel that's motivating this person to do the hard work that they know they need to do. So this could be a masculine, or this person is considering a light at the end of the tunnel that is a masculine. So we have number 28, the man coming out. Oh, goodness. That's too many, but I feel like I'm supposed to take them. All right, so we definitely have a masculine energy that is feeling love. We've got almost like a sense of fixation with the masculine card here. It's like this could be somebody who's making some important plans to come towards the person they're in love with. Maybe they're, making travel plans. Maybe they're finding an apartment or a job. But this person's very focused. There isn't a lot of distraction that they're allowing into their environment at this time. And then we have it's like there's a sense of waiting on the feminine side. Like she's looking over her shoulder at you, like, are you coming? Like she's about to jump into a pool or something. But it feels to me like this is a feminine energy that is working to protect her, you know, world. It feels to me like she might be taking a little bit of time off. Maybe she's taking a vacation. Maybe she's just enjoying a staycation. But we have somebody here that I feel is kind of like in a Rapunzel or like something like that situation where she's just chilling by herself. Even though we've got the holidays coming up, there's a sense that this feminine is just kind of chilling. All right, let's see what else we can find out here for you, Scorpio. We're going to use the Tattoo Tarot. If you're in the United States, I hope you have some fun plans for the holiday. Thursday is Thanksgiving in the US, so a lot of people have like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. I'm not the kind to go shopping on Black Friday, though. You couldn't pay me enough. All right, we have the Wounded Warrior. Yeah, this feels to me like somebody who's been through a lot and kept their head up, but wants a little bit of time to just like chill, right? Yeah, I think that initial read was correct because we have the Queen of Swords coming out, which is suggesting that we've got somebody that's been working on their boundaries. What makes sense for them in terms of, do you bring toxicity to my door, or are you somebody that provides peace and calm or support, right? So there does seem to be some sort of travel that's happened. I'm very fixated on the mountains behind the Wounded Warrior. And keep getting the cards caught in my hair. All right, what do we have? The Two of Wands in the reverse. It feels to me like this masculine energy that wants to approach someone he cares about is maybe a little gun shy, maybe lacking in information, maybe feels like there was something that happened that caused the situation to become worse off. Because I feel like there's almost like, remember I said the little girl, she's got her back turned, right? It's like there's a lot of innocence coming off of this feminine energy, but there's also with this Two of Wands in the reverse, a sense that someone's not really waiting, like she's in this card, it makes me think of somebody who like has just learned how to drive stick or something and really excited about it or something, like just wants to get up and go. So I feel like there's almost like a restless energy here from the feminine, or a determination to make something happen with or without somebody. There may have been some sort of rejection here with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I always have to double check because the Page of Pentacles looks very similar. Uh, or there's a sense that somebody has a feeling of loss, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a rejection, but there does seem to be a sense of fear over the status of a particular relationship where there's very strong feelings. Somebody took a foolish move towards this love interest. I feel like somebody was trying to approach this feminine energy correct and wanted to say something sweet. And then it's almost like something took over them and they did something regrettable. They said something they didn't mean to. It was almost like retaliatory. Might have had something to do with the home because we have the 10 of Cups clarifying kind of both the girl and the house. So there could have been some sort of disagreement that made it feel to the feminine energy that there wasn't a path forward for them towards like a happy home environment, right? But it's in the upright. So this could mean for some of you that this feminine energy still feels like she can forge ahead and make, whatever dreams she has come true, or have that happy home existence, even if it's just, her and her animals or whatever. But we've got Nine of Swords coming out sideways. So I feel like there's kind of like a little bit of sleepless nights mixed in with a little bit of, I feel like trust in the universe, like shit's gonna go the way that it's supposed to. So I'm just gonna, go along with the ride. So kind of like a that's not exactly how I wanted that to go, but that's fine. I will be fine. This could also be out sideways because the other part of the equation here is having sleepless nights or is having a little bit more trouble with the situation than maybe they anticipated that they would. We have the Five of Swords clarifying the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. There's a sense that somebody is recovering from a situation where it felt like somebody wanted to create an ending or where it felt like somebody was self-sabotaging. You have another five, so the number five could be something that you're seeing quite a lot that indicates change. Also aligns with Scorpio, right? And I think also the Five of Cups is Scorpio. So definitely in your energy. But what I don't necessarily like about this is the Five of Cups is thinking about what's happened in the past and focusing so much on what's happened in the past, these three cups that are overturned, that they forget about the two cups that are behind them. Those two cups represent additional opportunities, possibly in love, or just, a way forward, right? Yeah, I think this masculine has felt rejected in some way, or the masculine was the one that did the rejecting. The King of Cups can be somebody who's very creative, but not necessarily always capable of communicating their emotions effectively, right? A lot of water energy here. So you may be dealing with another water sign, which would be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But we also have a lot of, I mean, we've got the swords or air energy as well, and pentacles. So a little bit of everything. We've got the Four of Pentacles clarifying the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody was holding back regarding this love situation, not being perhaps fully transparent or honest about what they were feeling or what they wanted. And as a result, it's like they fumbled the opportunity. So not being able to fully enjoy the emotions that this King of Cups is feeling really ended up causing a problem. There was a lot of these cards will show like a toe dipping into the water, but this King of Cups is like afraid of the water, right? Well, if you're literally in your own setting, right? He's supposed to be comfortable with emotions, but he's not willing to go into them. It's like somebody trying to be a little bit more stoic or a little bit more held back because I think they're concerned as far as how things would proceed. But there is love here. So I feel like there's a pretty strong chance we have a masculine energy that was either like hot and cold in terms of how strongly he felt for this feminine, or there was somebody that never actually came forward with the, I love you part. But I really do feel like that's where the poison came into this situation because we have a snake, right? There's somebody that maybe was kind of hesitant to really dive into a new situation. Maybe they were still talking to somebody else. Maybe they hadn't ended a relationship. Maybe they were just uncomfortable with love. But with the Lovers card here, clarifying 10 of Cups, I think there's a stronger chance that there was some sort of tie that was still connecting this person to a former lover or partner. Yeah, with the Empress, they may have had children together. You don't have to. This could also be somebody who found it really difficult to make a choice in love because they're intimidated by the Empress. The Empress is not an energy you want to mess with, right? This is somebody who can, in the same breath, make you feel very loved and make you feel terrified. So, this Empress, I feel like, was the object of this King of Cups affection, but there may have been too much getting in the way between the two of them for him to feel safe to like fully indulge. But now we have somebody who is maybe even a little bit reckless. This is very fast moving energy. Somebody who has something to say. All right, we're going to continue with the Morgan Greer. What else do we have for Scorpio, please? 5 of Pentacles, another 5 on this side, you guys. So that's the 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups, and 5 of Pentacles now. So leaving somebody out in the cold or walking away from a situation they may have sabotaged has broken somebody's heart. They're feeling remorseful and wishing that they had handled the situation in a way that more accurately reflected how they felt about the person they were dealing with. It feels like somebody was trying to protect themselves and ended up hurting themselves. We have the Hanged Man. There's been something here that has asked this King of Cups to look at the situation from a different perspective. There might have been something in particular this feminine said, especially with this Knight of Swords card and Page of Swords in the reverse. It feels like there was an argument over some specific detail, and I feel like one person knew the other one was being like manipulative or deceitful. And likely it was the Empress feeling that the King of Cups was misrepresenting how he felt or what he wanted. And with the Page of Swords in the reverse, there could also be some sort of legal issue here or some sort of piece of information this masculine energy really doesn't want to share with this feminine. And as a result, he's lost this opportunity. Wow. It's like, I don't know why. It's just kind of a big thing for me whenever the elements, hey, Christina, come out together. If it's, the moon and the stars or the sun and the star, whatever it is. It always makes me feel like something is like really hitting deep for someone, right? Like a really strong, visceral reaction to a situation. And I feel like there's information or like a realization happening regarding how to heal a situation or how a situation makes you feel happy, especially because this was the first card that came out. I feel like we have a feminine energy that knows how to maintain peace, is not afraid to spend time alone or maybe just with family, and knows how to ground herself, right? So there's something I feel like this masculine finds in this feminine that is very calming or really makes them happy. And that's where this love is coming from, right? But they had a choice. And this sun clarifying the Lover's card can also mean that there was some sort of trickery or some sort of secret that was then exposed. Because this is also under the Fool in the reverse, some sort of foolish comment, foolish action against better judgment, judgment in the reverse. Somebody was not listening to their intuition. Somebody was playing a little bit more on the protective side than the honest side. And this Empress saw through that. All right, now I really do feel like what's going on here is we have a masculine energy that was hiding his true feelings. Yeah, Robert, I hope it's an amazing, amazing gift. Maybe like, I don't know, a bike, a car, a home, a TV. You guys, my TV just like took a crap and died the other night. Now everything is like this weird shade of green. So yeah, sucks. I mean, I have more than one TV, that's fine, but King of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody may have felt that they needed to make a decision regarding this love that prioritized money or some sort of financial stability over the relationship or the love that they have with this particular feminine energy. We have Eight of Wands, decidedly sideways. I think somebody is deciding whether or not to take action. I think they realize that communicating via text message or, DM or whatever isn't going to cut it, and that they have to take some sort of action. Yeah. We'll get some additional information with the Tarot Familiars. I mean, angel love, I think that's a good way to approach life. That's how I would do it. That's how I think I do it. We have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. This could mean somebody moving away from like a hometown or a home that they shared with somebody. This could also be like feeling stuck in a home that is not happy. We have Strength. Yeah, I feel like it's taking strength for somebody to cut something out of their life that they know is not good for them. I have the King of Cups again, and this time with the Ten of Swords in the reverse. I feel like this King of Cups would like to apologize for creating a more like antagonistic or argumentative conversation than what needed to happen. Because we've got 10 swords, but it's like 5 all facing each other, right? Like, on guard, on guard, or on guard, on guard. Just like, why? Why is this all happening? There's no need for all of this drama, right? And this owl is giving me like he's got a book in front of him, he's got the feather. I feel like there's somebody taking notes and listening to their intuition regarding a situation that they know was basically an ending. We have King of Swords coming out sideways. I feel like this is coming out sideways to indicate that we've got somebody here who wants to relinquish the idea of approaching this with a head over heart mentality. But also, the King of Swords is known for being very honest, right? Even if it's a little bit brutal. So I feel like this King of Cups is taking on some of the elements of the King of Swords, but acknowledging that part of the reason this wasn't working for him is because it was being paired up with a little bit of self-sabotage. So that honesty came across as more like assholery. Sorry. I'm not sure I understand, Robert. But I do agree that only God can judge. That being said, we all have our own boundaries, right? And we're our own judges for that. We have the Nine of Wands. Again, I'll put it right next to the first one. So either this masculine feels like there isn't another opportunity or that this is his last opportunity. We have the Four of Wands. There's a desire for some stability here, but with this being under the King of Cups, I also feel like there's a sense that this masculine feels that a relationship with this Empress would be very peaceful, a strong foundation, but there's a lot of fear that this offer will be rejected. There's a sense that this masculine is concerned there are other offers that this Empress is receiving. All right, we'll get a couple of thoughts from your person and then we'll call it a day. And I'll probably come right back with the air signs. I'd like to get those all done today too. I have a hard time trusting anyone. I'm doing just fine on my own. This is perfect to come out with, where the Nine of Wands is. This is somebody who's been betrayed or somebody who's been through a lot of battles, somebody who's probably felt like they've had to do a lot all by themselves because it's difficult to trust people, right? Hurting you was never my intention, but now it's hurting me too. Somebody feels guilt over how they handled a situation here. I love you. So this is right over the King of Cups, you guys. I'm pretty convinced this is the heart of the matter, shall we say? I want this so badly, but I'm afraid of getting hurt, so I self-sabotage. Also what I was saying, and this is also right above the Four of Pentacles, which is about holding back, right? So this masculine energy is being asked to tap into their strength, whatever strength that they've managed to build up, whatever courage they might have. We know there's been some heartbreak here, but there's also been a change in perspective. The Knight of Swords is also a really fast acting energy. So maybe this is somebody who realizes that if they were self-sabotaging, there's a way to potentially recover from that, right? Maybe these are all the thoughts you get. All right, one more. We've got, I don't know what has happened between us. If you're confused, I'm confused too. So it feels to me like this masculine maybe spoke a little too bluntly or let things get out of hand. But I do also feel like because they know they self-sabotage, there's a little bit of like trickery in here. Well, you know what happened, right? There was something that held you back. So let's find out more about this gift because this is confusing me. All right, so we've got somebody who wants to resolve this unfinished business here, but they've kind of pooped in the punch bowl. So if you want this gift, please. We have Hierophant coming out in the sideways position. So I would say we've got somebody that is trying to do things in a way that they would be proud of. Like this is somebody who maybe was a little bit more comfortable with, shirking responsibility or bending the rules here or there, but somebody feels like if they come correct, that's the only way they can help move past with this feminine energy, whatever the ending was, because this masculine doesn't want that ending. And there's a sense that the truth is of like paramount importance. Tell me about this gift, please. We have the Magician and the Queen of Swords. The Magician is somebody who has all the resources that he needs to get what he needs done. And with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, there's a sense here that I kind of feel like somebody might use a gift as kind of like an access, right? Like, I know you're really mad at me because we have Queen of Swords in the reverse. This could be somebody who at first had boundaries and was like, okay, what do you want to talk about? And then after things went south, turned into the Queen of Swords in the reverse. But with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, this is somebody who's being impulsive. The King of the King of Cups is being impulsive. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Wands in the reverse, Emperor, Temperance, Chariot in the reverse. If this person sees you as an earth angel, or if you are a Sagittarius or have that prominent in your chart, they may give you some sort of like trip going somewhere, like take you on a trip, or a bike, a car. I feel like somebody feels like you don't have a good enough vehicle. We have the Emperor in the reverse. This is telling me that this masculine energy acknowledges or is aware that they were being controlling. And that's why they're in this situation where they've made matters worse than they were before. Why is the Chariot in the reverse, please? Yeah, I feel like there's a gift they want to give to you because they feel like they were reticent to give you what you deserved, whether that was emotional support or even just being generous with you the way that you were, because they were too busy living in the past or too hesitant to tell them how you made them feel. For some of you, this gift could be like a proposal, like, I kind of lied about how much I care about you, but here, let me prove it to you. I would literally spend the rest of my life with you. All right, so I kind of want to get just a couple of romance angel cards, and then we'll call it a day because it's already at like 33 minutes, so it's kind of a long one. We've got unrequited love coming out kind of sideways. I don't really take these in the reverse, but it's underneath trust, where someone was saying, I don't really want to trust anyone. I'm doing fine on my own. So that aligns for me, right? Somebody who's unwilling to do what they want for love because they're afraid to trust. Now we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I think it's worth saying that for some of you, this situation is something you needed to put behind you so that you could focus on new love. For others of you, this will be a reconciled situation that leads to engagement. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I think your commitment to yourself is, at the end of the day, what this person loves about you most. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Pay attention to the red flags. The fact that this is coming out under the Y card, where the person was basically saying, I don't know what happened. If you're confused, I'm confused too. Red flag, right? if you know you self-sabotage and you know you were honest with me, then you do know what happened and you do know how to correct it. So I feel like this is saying, for those of you that are on the fence, do I want to get back with this person? Do I not want to? It's, I think, going to come down to whether or not they're willing to really be honest about what happened and how, self-sabotage had a role to play here. Because if they're not willing to take accountability for what they did to sabotage the situation, my feeling is it's going to happen again, right? We got to change that behavior after it's acknowledged. All right, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed the reading today and that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me.